Good morning, everyone. Oh, my little hair's popping out the back. I think it's day 9. I lost count of the days. But I stayed at Virginia Hawkins site last night. There were a lot of comments about bees, and particularly they were talking about this bench over here. So I actually stayed way back in there in hopes that I wouldn't, run into any bees. But of course they found me. So there's the Virginia Hawkins sign. And we are going this way. There was only really one other flat spot here. And most of the other flat spots were down by where I was. I was nervous all night that it was going to rain, and then I looked at the weather and it said it wasn't. I was like, this is kind of old information from days ago, so who knows if it's changed. But it didn't rain all night, so it's exciting. Today we have almost a 9-mile day. It's going to be pretty tough. I was considering trying to finish today, and finish a day early, but that would be like a 19-mile day. And I don't think I have that in me. So I think we're just going to have to stop at a campsite. The only thing is the campsite that I have been looking at has some comments of bear activity during summer. And I'm a little nervous about that if I'm staying by myself. Stayed by myself again last night. I think, did I tell you guys that a bee flew out of my backpack yesterday? I got into my tent really quickly because I knew I set up my tent and get inside before the bees show up. And a literal bee flew out of my backpack when I got inside my tent. I was like, oh. I wish I had filmed it. It was funny. But I got it out. And then 2 bees kept me company all night. One would not leave my tent. And I wonder if it's that one that was in my backpack trying to hitch a ride to sassafras or something. I don't know. Today we have a 3.5-mile climb or something to start the day. Then we go down for a little bit, and then we have another 4-mile climb up to camp. So it's gonna be a slog, but get it done. Oh my God. That blow down back there doesn't look horrible. That one was tough. I slipped. Thought I was gonna go sliding down kind of did slide a little bit down the mountainside. That was scary. I think there was once I got through a little part of it, I think there was another way to get around it. I just didn't see it. They need to cut through that one because that one was scary. All right, have a snack break and a little pack off break. I haven't been doing that since the bees have been around, because you can't, but so far there hasn't, knock on wood, there hasn't been any bee issues today. So not to say that there won't be, but I'm really glad I was considering, this is the campsite I was considering coming to last night. And I see one semi-flat spot. So I could have stayed up there is what I'm talking about. But I don't really see anywhere else. I don't know where people camp here. Oh, I think I hear a bee. Or at least a bug. Oh, maybe it went away. Anywho, I'm gonna finish eating this and then probably keep going. I'm kind of debating because I know it's supposed to rain tomorrow morning. And today's supposed to be a pretty nice day. So I'm do I do sassafras today and stay at one of the campsites past sassafras? I say this every time and then I end up staying at the campsite I decided to stay. Or I plan to stay at because I'm too tired. What is that? Something is buzzing around. Not sure what. Alright, I'm gonna eat this and then get them moving, I guess. Man, I was there for maybe 5 minutes. 3 minutes, more like it. And 2 bees already showed up. I don't know if it's just like because the weather that they're out now, but there were no bees around in the first half of this trail. I don't know, maybe it's just the vegetation that grows in this half, so they want to come here or live here or whatever, versus the first half. I don't know, but they're out. They found me. I want them to not find me. I'm hoping tonight that there's no bees at the campsite, because I would really like to not be stuffed in my tent all night again. I want like one more night where I can like cook dinner outside my tent and not be fearful that I'm gonna get stung. Alrighty, so I just passed by not too long ago, about 10, 15-ish men day hiking out to the falls we saw this morning, so that's cool to see people. They were nice. And then I kicked myself because I was like, I should have asked them what the weather is supposed to be like. They would know more than I. So I'm hoping I run into someone else, or I don't think they'll be back down by the time I start going again, because I think I'm going to take a break down here in the parking lot. I think we passed by a parking lot, but hopefully there's someone down there that I can ask about weather, because maybe I will do sassafras today if it's supposed to be bad weather tomorrow. Part of me wants to just like send it and finish the whole thing today, but I don't know. It's early in the day. I say that now until I start going uphill again, and then I'm going to be like, ah. One bee has seemed to find me, but I need to stay and cook and eat because I was getting lightheaded. So I feel like I've been pretty freaked out the last few nights, and like while hiking and stuff, because I haven't seen very many people, and so I'm like really nervous to stay at this campsite tonight because there's been reports of like bears and stuff. I just want someone else to camp near me. I'm sick of camping by myself. We are headed up Sassafras. I just got a little bit of internet service, so I stopped for a second to try and check into my hotel. I was thinking about trying to move my reservation up if I just finished today, but I shouldn't do that. There's no way I'm gonna finish today, and then I would be like pressuring myself if I moved my resi to today, so I just left it for tomorrow. But I had like so many texts when I turned my phone on, and like crazy town, but so obviously I didn't get to respond to them. I am hiking up Sassafras. I have like no water. Like this much water left. I didn't realize that there was no water because it said there was water after that parking lot, and it was like down into like a ditch by a road, like a main road, and I was like, I can't get down there, and that was the water source. So I'm hoping I can get to Chimney Top, and I'm hoping there's water there, because otherwise I have no water for tonight or tomorrow, because I don't think there's any water until after Sassafras. There might be water at my campsite, but it's like very iffy, so we'll see. Wish me luck. I found water. It's like barely flowing, so I can only get like half my bladder filled each time. So I just like chugged half a bladder, then I filled it up again, filled up the bottle, And now I have this one filled up, and I'm gonna chug it all and then fill again, because I don't know what the water situation's like at my campsite. If this is the water here. But I'm happy that there's water. Found some water, which is really nice. I was getting really uncomfortable. Sat down for a little bit. I had some service. I debated staying there because it was chimney rock, and it has service. So, oh, I don't like this. I don't like that at all. I think that's Mammoth Rock. I think. Anyhow, so sat for a bit, debated staying there. There's just been too many comments about bears there. And then I also thought about the fact that that would mean I would have to add on an extra like 2.7 or something onto my day for tomorrow. On an already, like, my longest day is tomorrow. That would be like a 13.5 mile day. Not trying to do that tomorrow, so we're pushing on. We took a nice break. All I know is I need to be in camp before like 5 something, because I think it said it was supposed to rain around 5. So that's the game plan. And hopefully we can get there at a semi-decent time. I should have stopped and like made dinner there, but whatever. It's fine. Probably won't even have dinner. I'll probably just have snacks again like I've been doing the last few nights. So apparently this is called Pac-Man Rock. Oh, you guys like my Pac-Man noise? It's so dumb. All right, we made it to a Big Rock campsite. It looks like there's a flat spot down there. I'm just nervous because I know it's gonna rain. Like, do I want to go down there? I don't know. Let's go check. And there is water at this site. Right now, there is at least. It's very, very slow moving water, but water nonetheless. Oh no. Last night I was nervous because I was on the downslope, so I feel like I should not camp down here. But I also don't know where else to go. You can hear some road noise. I do know there's a road pretty close. A road pretty close by here. I mean, this looks way flatter than the other spot. I just don't know. Because, you know, you also have to be careful with, I don't see any widowmakers, but you also have to be careful. You don't want to set up under any widowmakers. I don't know. Let's go back up to where my backpack is. Part of me wants to go like right here next to the fire. It doesn't look very flat though. That's where I'm like, ugh. It's also very close to the big rock with the big hole in it and that's a little scary. Let me get out my ground cloth and lay some places and see where it is flat. Hi. So I hung my food already. I have service at this campsite for the first one out of the entire trail, which is lovely. And it's about to rain, so I may have to close my rain fly here. I'm trying to keep it open as long as possible until it actually starts raining because it gets hot in here. Anywho, I hung my bear bag because I just don't want to have it in here. I don't know, I'm a little nervous. And then I'll take it back down to eat later, but last time hanging the bear bag, well, I guess later I'm gonna take it down and put it back up, but the line's gonna stay up. So last time throwing the line, as I was setting up my tent earlier, I was like, last time setting up my tent. I shouldn't be excited about that, but I kind of am. I'm ready to be done with this trail. It's been pretty lonely every night except for one night. I always camped by myself. I mean, technically that one night I was at Bear Creek or Bear Gap, whatever campsite. The other people were 0.1 away, but they were still not at my campsite. So one night out of 8 nights I've been by myself. That's wild. Probably gonna be by myself again tonight. I don't have any bees with me tonight, but I do have some other bugs. And there's this weird flying bug that kind of looks like a bee, but I don't think it's a bee. I'm just gonna sit in my tent and catch up on all my text messages and phone calls and all that, since I'm able to do that. I'm debating whether I want to get up for sunrise. I feel like I should, because that was the whole point of camping at this specific site, was so I'd be as close to the top as possible. But now that I can update my weather, I can see if it's gonna rain during sunrise or not. So I'll probably keep an eye on that before I go to bed and make my final decision later. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, which is the last day on the Foothills Trail. We're gonna finish it. I'm so excited. All right, and I guess there's supposed to be some views and stuff tomorrow other than sassafras, so yay, exciting.